What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to talk about the Winter Classic Alumni game that went down on New Year's Eve. Pretty good. Seeing a lot of the guys I idolized as a youngster, Mark Messier and Jeremy Roenick, being two of the big ones that stood out. Especially JR. I've always been a Jeremy Roenick fan. I guess that's what being a masshole does to you. But at any rate, it's good to see Eric Lindros back out in Philly. I've heard a lot of things that he's an asshole and all that other shit, and not the best person. I know him and Terry O'Reilly didn't get along when O'Reilly was assistant coach of the Rangers, but it was great to see him back in Philly. It was unfortunate what his career came to. Hopefully Crosby's career can avoid coming to that, and good to see him get a stand no. And Bernie Perron, God bless him, played 4 minutes and stopped every shot he saw. It was pretty good to see him out there. And obviously another guy I love seeing is Mark Recchi. Obviously, last time he played was Game 7, and we know that ended. And I love Rex. I always have. Before he was a Bruin, and then when he's with the Bruins, he was really one of my favorite players. And he's a tremendous hockey mind and a great person. Great ambassador of the game as well. You can learn a lot from a guy like him, and his impact on the game really transcends his own statistics and his own accomplishments. He was a mentor for Crosby, Malkin, Stahl, Eric Stahl in Carolina for a little bit. Stamkos, Bergeron, Sagan, Marchand, the Bruins, and he's really everywhere he's gone, especially later in his career. He's really impacted the youngsters on his team, and you can't put a price tag on that for what he's done. He's really been worth his weight in gold to the franchises he's played for since the lockout, when he really wasn't a player. He wasn't in the beginning of the early 90s, mid 90s with Montreal and Philly and Pittsburgh for that matter. But won in the Cup of Carolina, and obviously with the Bruins, and providing a veteran stability in different lineups is always great. Like I said, I love Rex. But moving on, it's great to see Brian Leetch, another guy I idolized as a youth, out there playing. Back in the Broadway Blue Shirts. He last time I saw him play was with the Bruins, and I kind of wish he never left Broadway, to be honest with you. By the time he got to Boston, he was beaten down and old. It wasn't what he was when he was the Conn Smythe winner and a perennial Norris Trophy candidate for the Blue Shirts. Another guy I like to see out there was Blackburn for the Rangers. He sustained a very serious injury playing for the Rangers in the early 2000s as a 20-year-old kid, and never really recovered from that. Obviously the nerve damage to his shoulder caused him to Dan Blackburn, I think that's his first name, how unprofessional me, but caused him to not be able to play hockey at a high level anymore. And he has to use 2 blockers, and the one in his left hand, which is normally his catching hand, is modified with a little bit of a mid in there too. Pretty cool what he's done. Hopefully, he's 28 years old. If he could try a comeback, that'd be pretty cool. But you never know with all that, and sure he's happy to have just gone out there and played, and had one more chance out there. Another guy I loved out there was Van Beesbrook. Obviously, the Bees are former Florida Panther, and he played for both teams, Philly and the Rangers. I think him, Lindros, and a couple other guys played for both teams over the course of their careers. But it's pretty good to see him out there, and like I said, Messier never gets old. He's one of the all-time greats in the history of the game. Would have been cool to have Grex out there with him, but who really cares at this point? But Mess, I can't say enough good things about him. He's the only player ever to captain 2 different franchises to the Stanley Cup, which is one of his many things he's done for the game. And he was a tough guy. He was tough as nails, and he was one of the elite players in the game. Second all-time in NHL scoring, which is kind of funny. He never won a scoring title. But he stuck behind his own teammate Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux, guys like that over the course of his career. But he's definitely got to be up there with the all-time greats. They really don't make him like Messier. He was tough. He could score, and he was a consummate winner and a consummate leader and a consummate teammate. The years for the Rangers in Edmonton were outstanding. His second go around with the Rangers and his trip to Vancouver really weren't too great. But what can you do? A couple other things about the game. Like I said, seeing Roenick out there one more time as a masshole and proud USA hockey fan, seeing him out there was great. Great personality that the league needs. I liked Lindros's pass to Leclerc. That was always great. The Legion of Doom line, sans Renberg. Renberg wasn't out there. He's coaching in Sweden, so he couldn't make it. But to see Leclerc score on a feed from the Big E was pretty sick. It's something that we haven't seen since the 90s. And, Leclerc, another great American player that was great in the Olympics and everywhere he played, really. With Philly and Montreal, and later on Pittsburgh. Not really with Pittsburgh. Wasn't too great with the Pens. That's why they kind of cut him. But he's, like I said, UVM guy, played with Sagan's father. Pretty cool little tidbit for you. But I really love the alumni games. I really like that they're bringing old timers out there, and we get to see and Philly was banged out. They really got a great crowd there, which is awesome. Fans supporting guys they grew up rooting for. And, it'd be awesome to see, like, Bobby Clark and Messier played together in their prime. Just the little things you think of. Kenny Linsman was out there. Obviously, the Rat, the original Rat. I think Brad Marchand has taken his title as the Rat now. But, the Rat. Fucking love Linsman. My dad did. It's fast. Kenny. But, I can't wait to see where next year's Winter Classic goes. I can't wait to see the actual game, for that matter. The 2012 Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic tomorrow in Philly against the Rangers. But I really like the alumni games, and it's really raised interest in the game. Last year's was pretty good, seeing Joey Mullen and Mario Lemieux, guys like that. I would have loved to have seen Ali Frady last year playing for the Capitals, because he's one of my all-time favorites. But can't always get what you want, as the Rolling Stones once sang. So that's it for the Power Play of CJ recap in the 2012. It was 2011. We'll call it 2012 Bridgestone NHL Winter Classic alumni game, pitting the Flyers alumni against the New York Rangers alum. Stay tuned for more episodes recapping the Winter Classic, as well as everything relating to hockey throughout this hockey season and beyond. Later, guys.